What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? If you want to come see the Red Rocket live, I got some dates, baby. I'm not releasing a bunch of the New Year's dates. That's yet to come. But so far, in November 8th and 9th, I'm at Zany's in Nashville. On the 10th, I'll be over in Huntsville, Alabama. November 15th and 16th, Cobb's in San Francisco. November 21, 22, 23 in Indianapolis. Then December 6 and 7, BREA, California. What up? January 9, 10, 11, Edmonton House of Comedy. Then 16, 17, 18, I'll be at Denver Comedy Works. Come check me out. Go to andrewsantino.com for tickets. You know what's up, dude. Come support the Rocket. This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you in part by Manscaped. Manscaped.com, baby. They have all the good products for your undercarriage, your basement, your gooch, your nifkin, your grundle, your no-fly zone, your Area 51, whatever you want to call it. Manscaped has the Lawnmower 2.0. They got the trimmer, baby. They got the blades. You can go flush to the flesh. I love Manscaped, dude. I love a lot of their products. They have ball butter, moisturizer, stuff to keep you nice and fresh, smelling good. We've all had those days, man, where you try to trim up and you nick your nuts. I've talked about it before, and then you bleed in the shower, and it looks like a scene from The Crying Game. It's the creepiest thing on earth. Nobody likes to nick their nuts, and avoid that with Manscaped. All their products are incredible, great technology, and they're cutting edge without cutting your edge. Okay, go to manscaped.com, use the promo code whiskey to get 20% off. It is so dope. I am big on using Manscaped to clean up my basement, dude. Did the carpet match the drapes? No, man, I have hardwood floors thanks to manscaped.com. Use promo code whiskey.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Oh, that creature in the ginger.
Hey! What's up? There's one guy waving. Hi! What a funny thing to do. Everybody claps. He's just like, hello! What's your name? What? Rev? R-A-M. Ram. Cool. Are you from Toronto? All right, awesome. Thank you for coming, Ram. I appreciate it. Do you listen to the show all the time? Okay. Say, just lie. You know, like, do you know what lying is? Big fan. Say big fan. Let's do this again. Ram, thank you for coming. Do you listen to the show all the time? Love it. Love it. I want to bring out my guest because we have 1 hour to do this, so I'm going to bring them out right away. I don't know which order they're coming out in. It doesn't really matter, but they are fucking incredible. I love them both. The first person I'll bring out, she has a show coming out on Hulu, November 15th. It's called Dollface. She had her own show, Alone Together. She is an incredible comedian, performer, all the above. Ladies and gentlemen, Esther Povitsky. Little Esther! Yeah! Hi. Just choose one. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I'm going to sit in the middle because I'm pretty. Thank you.
And my next guest is incredibly talented and funny. He is on The Daily Show. He was in Crazy Rich Asians. He is so dope. Ladies and gentlemen, Ronny Chieng! Ronny, up here! Up here! Come on, man.
I was just following the crowd there. Sorry.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I want to start it off the way I do. In fact, you guys can say it with me if you know it, okay? Welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean it once again. It's Esther and Ronny Chieng. Give it up one more time for them.
Yay. Thanks, everyone, for coming out.
You guys are really bad at following directions. I thought that was going to go much smoother, but this is incredible. I'm glad you guys came. I wanted two really bright, funny, wonderful shooting stars.
But instead you got... Yeah.
No. No, I think you both are very talented.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Thank you guys for being on time. I appreciate it. Have you guys... Okay, we want to tell... We were talking backstage a Toronto story. I think we should all give our fun festival Toronto story. Mine was... I got going to do press. A cop stopped our cab because the bumper was falling off. Yeah.
Already very un-Canadian.
Yeah, very un-Canadian.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, we know you guys as very nice, polite, sweet people. And that's what I thought was going to happen. The cop was like, "Hey, what happened to your bumper? Why's your bumper falling off?" And the cab driver was like, oh, I don't know. And he was kind of mumbling through it. And I go, hey, officer, do you think we could jump out of the cab because we're late for the radio? In my mind, I'm thinking polite, nice request. And he goes, you shut the fuck up. He goes, I'll fucking deal with you when I'm done. And I was like, okay, they're just like us. They're just like us. Not that much different. So that was my first Toronto, welcome to Toronto experience. My first day in Toronto was that. What was yours?
How turned on were you when you said
hot.
that?
It was hot. I was like, why don't you cuff me? Why don't you arrest me, bad boy?
No, but finish the story, and then what happened after that? It kept going.
It did keep going.
Yeah, it kept going.
He kept berating. He kept berating, and I didn't help the situation. And then because I was trying to reserve myself and get a little less. I wanted to go down. They go high, you go low. Do you know that? It's like don't get more mad. But then
What was your exact energy?
what was my energy?
Yeah, when he
really,
said "shut the fuck up," and what did you do?
It was cool. It
Yeah.
was cool to hear it, and I also kind of wanted to fight. You know what I mean?
But
Where
what did you say? What did you say? How you go? Okay.
I said we're just trying to get out of the cab.
That's what you said.
I said
right?
we're just trying to get out of the
You
cab.
say it like that?
Yeah, we're just trying to get
Okay.
out of the cab.
Okay, and then what did he say?
And he said, well then shut the. He goes, when I'm fucking done with him, then I'll deal with you.
And then you went, eh? Or
No,
you
and I went like this. I said, oh my God, well, fuck, I'm gonna be late to radio. You know? It's like what a pussy thing to say. I'm gonna be late to my radio appearance. You know I do radio, sir.
And then you told me something else happened after that. It kept going.
Yeah, it
said-
kept going. I got out of the car, and we began to wrestle in the streets. He removed his baton. I was able to wrangle it away from him, and I beat a cop to death on Queen Street. He's still there for the most part, I imagine. What was yours, Ronnie? Did you have one? Did you have a good one that happened so
No,
far?
nothing.
Nothing
is-
exciting? Nothing?
Nothing. I met the people from Kim's Convenience. That was great.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Oh,
Kim's
yeah,
Convenience
that's
was-
awesome.
Yeah, I just had brunch with them. The super nice people. They are what you expect Canadians to be. Not that.
Not this
not
guy.
Yeah.
cops beating the fuck out of you. Yeah.
I had something similar.
Oh no, please go.
No,
yeah.
Canadian. Like, I dropped my sunglasses on the street, and a team of people came to to help me. Literally, like 4 people worked together. One was like, "Wait," another one grabbed them. Someone like kissed my hand. Like, it was really lovely.
And
You
by
got
the-
hoisted up on someone's shoulders, right? They picked you up and they paraded you around.
Yeah,
Like this. I
yeah.
can pick just like that.
Yeah.
Little Esther!
And by the way, when we say like Canadian, well, when I say Canadians are nice, I don't even mean it in the American condescending, like Canadians are weak. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean they are nice because I'm not American. I got no horse in this race, so. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing this from American eyes. I'm seeing it from like Asia and from Australia. And in Canada, I'm like, yeah, everyone's just chill. They know how to have a good time, but they know how to take care of each other. Like, there's a real.
You're saying we're very condescending, is what you're saying, as
Yeah,
Americans.
America is condescending. I feel like Canada is what America should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
But
We
they-
all agree. I think we agree.
Yeah, it's what America should have been, but America just went too far with the freedom. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No.
They
Yeah.
adjusted the slider too far on the.
Canada.
They were playing Madden and they went all the way to like fucking like all pro, and it should have just kept that like just all.
Should have been more. We should be more even keeled, is what
Yeah,
you're trying to say.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
more of a
The-
balance.
The first thing we did when we got here was go to the doctor.
We did. I went to the doctor. We did. I had to go to the doctor. I'm dead serious. I had to go to urgent care.
Like people here, you can just go smoke weed whenever you want. You don't even need a card. You just
No,
go
yeah.
in.
You
You show
just-
your card. People are like, what are you
We
doing?
went to the weed store. I went to the weed store. Yeah. It was too long of a line. I was just like, I can't. I went back to the doctor. I just was like, I'd rather just go get drugs from him. The doctor was so unbelievably nice. He saw me as he was going on break. Do you know how fucking insanely rare that would be in the United? He was like, I was about to go on break, but I just figured I'll take just one last guy. I was like, that is so nice for no reason. In America, it's like, I'm on break. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just bleeding out of my eye. He's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Also, I had the very first night, I had a man give me directions and walk me around, literally walk me around. If anybody came to my stand-up show, I talked about it. It was the most shocking thing on earth. He just walked me around. I was like, oh, where's a good place to eat? He walked me around with no intention on, like, I'm not giving him money. There's not. And then at some point, it was like, at the end of we're like done here. And he was just standing there, and I was like, "Oh no, maybe this guy is Maybe he was flirting and thinks I'm interested." And I didn't know how to put that signal out there. I was like, "I'm straight. I'm not interested. I don't know if you're gay. I don't know I don't know, you know." But it got so awkward that I blew him in the keg, and I had to. You know what I mean? Bought him a fillet and blew him. Those are the breaks, baby.
Yeah. And he was Canadian.
He was, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
he
maple
was.
syrup came out.
Yeah, maple
okay,
syrup.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I want to
didn't
do
have
this.
that
I want to do this. I wrote some would you rathers in my phone because I thought this would be fun to hear both of your perspectives because you're both dynamically different, smart people. So how about this? Would you rather have the body of a refrigerator, okay? So your body is a refrigerator, or roller skates for feet?
Refrigerator.
Why?
Because I'm so scared of being like I don't know how to ride a bike
or swim. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, so roller skates is not. I'd rather like I've been different shapes my whole life. You know, college was hard for me, so I feel like I could figure out how to flatter a refrigerator body.
You do? You think so?
Do you not?
Refrigerators are big. I mean, I don't think Aritzia sells refrigerator clothes. She loves Aritzia. We went there 2 fucking times in one day. Do you guys know what that is? You know what Aritzia is? It's a clothing store here.
It started here, right, in Canada?
Did it right? Yeah.
It's
we literally
so
went to
good.
both of them. There are 2. We went to them, and she pretended like she didn't want to go in the second one. I was like, oh, my God, there's another one. She's like, oh, my God, there is. I was like, you planned this. This was quite obvious. So what do you think, Ronnie? What would you have? Roller skates for feet or
normally
refrigerator?
I go roller skates for feet, but I just feel like TSA would give me too much trouble going through the airport, and I fly a lot, so
Yeah.
I have to go with the fridge.
You have to go with the fridge.
Yeah, fridge just
See,
just for logistical purposes.
Right, for life, for lifestyle.
Yeah.
I would do roller skates for feet for sure, without a doubt. I always want to show off, and I'm sure I'd get a good closer out of roller skates. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something I can find to do a couple of flips, a couple of spins, you know? Yeah. Remember Terry? Remember when Nick Swarton's character from Reno 911? Yeah, like, how much did you love him because he was on roller skates? It's like, just making jokes on skates just looks so sweet to me.
I just found out how much Canadians love hockey, that they play a version of ice hockey, full pads, same stick, orange ball, but no skates. So they just run.
With feet?
With feet, and they run, and they wear pads in the summer.
What's it called?
Ball hockey.
That's really silly.
Yeah. It's so hot that the goalkeepers like have to call timeout sometimes because they're just like in the heat in full pad.
Dude, why don't they just go inside?
I don't know.
I feel like that's the level of athlete I could score. That's who I'm gonna hook up with.
Yeah.
NBA, NFL, ball hockey.
Ball hockey. Does anybody here play ball hockey?
Yeah, does anybody do that? You do, sir. You do in the front? You play it?
Yeah.
And it's always outside? Oh, okay.
But it's hot, right? Like, because it's a summertime thing. You can play through winter.
Is it because most people that play it can't skate?
But why did you take off the skate? Why don't you wear rollerblades to play? That was one of my...
Everybody can skate, but nobody can rollerblade. Canada is a fascinating country.
Hi, I'm Esther.
Okay, how about this one? Have to live the rest of your life in an airport, like that Tom Hanks movie?
Oh,
what was that
fuck.
fucking movie called? What was that called?
Terminal.
You guys knew that way too quickly.
Yeah. It was probably shot here. Have to live the rest of your life in an airport like Tom Hanks, or live in Windsor, Canada. Local joke. Do you guys know what Windsor is?
No, tell
Windsor
us.
is their Detroit.
Oh, Dave Mahedge is from Windsor.
Yes.
Dave Mahedge is from Windsor, yeah. He's like a cool guy.
So what would you rather do?
Airport for sure.
Airport for sure. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Come on, Esther.
Also,
what do you
depends on which airport, right? There's airports and then there's airports.
That's true.
Are we talking Singapore airport? Are we talking, fucking...
Oh, that's interesting.
Fucking LaGuardia.
What's the worst global airport you've experienced?
The worst?
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, there's one in Australia which is like a budget terminal for budget flights, and is basically a refugee holding cell. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's there's no roof. It's just a fence, and the plane lands. Yeah. They give you stairs to come down the plane, but after that, you are on your own. You're like, yeah. There's no roof. It's just a chain metal fence around it, and then you.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What's it called? What's the airport called?
It's the budget terminal at like.
They call it. But I thought you were referencing it as a budget.
No, it's called the budget.
That's fair. Those two things should not go together.
I know. They may have improved it after some people died while trying to find the airport. So they may have changed it a bit. They may have put a roof on, but because I lived there for like 10 years, so I'm not, I'm not talking my ass here. This is actually, we would fly to gigs and we'd be there and we'd be like, oh, are we Now I guess we're just in detention now. I guess, yeah.
You can't leave.
We get off the plane and we're just in detention. Yeah.
Good
Sometimes people call me Budget Whitney Cummings. That's a good thing, right?
God. Esther,
You're
you're nowhere near her.
I think I would choose Windsor because it sounds affordable, and the airport food is too expensive, so I'd want to like.
That's very smart. It
Yeah.
is way too expensive. Do you guys ever eat when you're traveling on the road at the airport or no?
Sometimes you just have to.
See, I avoid it like the fucking plague. I go out of my way to make sure I don't. I'll starve without eating it because it's always garbage.
Yeah.
They always have a bad food rating.
Yeah.
So in Canada, you guys have pass or don't pass, right, for your food rating? Okay, yeah.
Is that a health thing or is that?
That's our health code.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're
pass
but
or fail. That's good. I
pass or
love
fail.
that. Just pass or fail.
We have A, B, and C. Okay, we are still allowed to operate with a C. That's how many. Raise your hand if you were a C student. Raise your hand if you were a C student across the board. Okay, you were a C student. Yeah. Okay. Would you let you operate? No. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's like disgusting and ridiculous. Okay. How about this one? Fart every time someone asks you a question, or throw up when someone says your name.
I already do both.
Esther. Fart when someone asks you a question or throw up when someone says your name.
I'd have to go, unfortunately, with the first one because throwing up is so scary. I'm scared of throwing up. I don't want to do that.
But fart every time you... So think about... I know you're not single anymore, but if you're on a date, it's all questions. How would you ever get in a relationship if, like you're sitting at dinner and they're just like, so where are you from? You're like, I'm from Windsor. I don't know. I just think I don't know. I think I would do throw up. What would you do, Ronnie?
I would vomit.
Yeah, you'd vomit every time your name is called.
I feel like vomiting for me feels more on brand than farting.
brand.
Yeah. I feel like vomiting, people would get it.
Do you have puke merch shirts when you go on the road?
Yeah, I don't know. I have like 1 or 2 act outs in comedy, and one of them is vomiting.
Okay, good.
So I feel like it's very like, I can do that easily.
Honestly,
like
that
that.
was really good.
That was
Thank
very
you.
good.
Yeah.
You guys aren't going to clap for that? That's very fucking rude. He just gave you a piece, you know? I want to ask you, because I went to you, what would you rather do? Would you rather fart every time someone asks you a question or throw up when someone says your name?
I'm single, so I can't do the first one.
Right.
Because I've just been farting nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'd go with the second one because then you just pick a nickname.
Pick a nickname.
She found a loophole.
Smart loophole.
Not such a C student after all. Yeah.
Very good. But you could also avoid the fart thing by telling people, you're like, don't ask me any questions, just tell me statements.
Not all farts are equal. You know what I mean?
Right. Some are significantly worse.
Diet, they're just like silent, but no, the other one.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Not all farts are created equal. That's a very good point. And whenever I travel, my diet is always so terrible, and it upends my normalcy. So I've had ghost shits for the past 3 days. Do you guys know what ghost shits are, right? Where you poop and wipe and there's nothing there. It's the most remarkable. You're like, what? How did it happen? It's like as if it was just removed from your body, put in the toilet, and then you're like,
So
your butt was like, oh, I just woke up. What happened? Did you guys go to the bathroom? I wasn't here.
So you refuse to eat shit at the airport.
I do not.
But as soon as you leave the airport, you eat tons of shit.
No, I'm just saying it's not my normal diet. My schedule's always off. I
Right,
eat at
right.
wrong hours.
Right.
So I still try to eat as healthy as I can.
Yeah.
But it's just always like, breakfast is at the wrong time. Dinner is ridiculous. Like it
Right.
just never, when you're at festivals, you're traveling for comedy, it's like, sometimes you're just at the subject to what they've got and what you have timing wise. It just sucks. This is a great city for food. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because we have to go to places where we're like, what's good to eat? And they're like, we have a Burger King. And you're like, okay, but do you have food?
Yeah.
It's
Burger
like,
King, what a luxury. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a
a
little high
mini bar,
class. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Go eat this
What's the worst city for food that you've been to?
I was once, where I went to college in like Southern Illinois, I once asked, is there a Jewish deli around? And someone said there's a Subway. And I was like, I'm fucking dropping out.
I'm dropping out.
Which school was that?
University of Illinois in Champaign.
Champagne, baby.
Champaign,
U of
yeah.
I.
Yeah.
A great school. You went to school in Australia?
Yes.
Did you move there for college?
Yeah, I moved there for university. Yeah.
Okay,
I was
wonderful.
there. University. That's how we say it.
Oh, yeah, you guys do too. That's right.
You
We
go
say
for
college.
university, yeah.
Because we're...
Trash.
See students. I went to a school called Arizona State University, unequivocally the most trash school on earth.
For
yeah,
sure.
it's bad.
I just went to Tempe,
Yeah.
Arizona. Last weekend I was in Tempe. But sorry, continue.
No.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it because it's a tough place.
No,
It's-
someone told me that it's the all-time party school. Like every weekend, it's just
It was. I think it was for a long time. I
because
think
of the weather.
Florida State, kind of same thing. Bert
Yeah.
Kreischer, where he went. Bert went to school for, you guys know, for 30 years. He's still. It's like you guys
He's
do
still
know.
in school.
Yeah, he's still
He's
there.
in college.
He's gonna finish soon. You guys do know the movie Van
explains a
Wilder
lot.
was based on Bert. You know that, right? Yeah.
What?
What?
You guys don't know that?
I didn't know that.
What? 2 comics on that? Yeah. Bert's story was bought by Rolling Stone. Am I wrong? Is it Rolling Stone? Yes, I'm getting nods. And fucking that's what made Van Wilder.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that like funny, goofy Ryan Reynolds, I'm in college too long,
Yeah.
that's a real human that we're friends with.
Wow.
That's like the weird, like every time I see that, I'm like, this is so strange that this is real, that I know that man.
Dude, completely miscast.
Yes. Oh my God.
What, they couldn't find a fat white dude?
Yeah,
with
how?
a-
There's
yeah.
so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. Well, Bert just sold a show based on the Machine story. Do you know that Machine
Yeah,
story?
yeah,
And he was like doing the Bert thing on the internet, like fishing for famous people to be. He was like, who could play me? And everyone that said yes, of course, every comic was like, this guy's good looking, Bert. You know that, right? It's like, you got to get someone right in your lane. I don't know who could play. Who do you think who would play you in your movie?
Whitney Cummings.
But like if it was going to actually get made.
Dave Grohl.
See, now we're there. Ronnie, who would play you?
Dude, there's only like 3 options. So
Well, who are they?
name the Asians in comedy. You know, there's like 3. It's
Well, it doesn't have to
Bobby
be a
Lee,
comedian. It could be a dramatic actor.
Aquafina.
Aquafina play me. Yeah. Dramatic actor.
Yeah, it could be a
Wow.
dramatic actor.
Daniel Day Kim. Yeah. Daniel Day Kim. Yeah. Let's get. Actually, to be honest, Simu. Simu's the best. Yeah, that guy's the best. I love him.
Seems like there's more options than you let us to believe.
Yeah, but really, I probably want just play myself. Like, guys, come on.
Yeah, you'd wanna play
I'm
yourself.
trying to. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
I'm trying to
Scarlett
make it.
Johansson would be really good at
Scarlett
you.
Johansson would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Who's me? Who's me, Esther? Who would play me in a movie? Oh, don't make like an ugly face. That's so
I'm
rude.
just thinking, like, Brad
Carrot
Pitt.
Top.
Who said Carrot Top? Who said it? Raise your hand. Who said Carrot Top? Raise your hand. Who said it? Raise your hand. Remove him.
Yo, someone said Ed
voice.
Sheeran. That's pretty good. Sheeran.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran could play me. He's got a phenomenal voice and a very terrible face, but he could play me. Do women find him
Yeah.
attractive? Do women find him attractive? Genuinely? No? Kind of? You say kind of?
Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
No, as in he's got a beautiful voice and
Yes,
a terrible face.
but
Yes,
physically- but
that's
physically.
correct. That's what it should be.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm Ed Sheeran. What'd you say? What'd he say?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Let me talk. Hey, hold on. You know what? This is crazy. I'll talk. I got. I shouldn't say this, but I don't care. My agent sent me an audition to go out for this role, and I'm not going to say who ended up doing it because it's fucking funny. I'll tell you guys offline. But it sent. I'm sorry. I can't. But they sent me a role. In the description, it says comedian who ends up sexually assaulting a peer, preferably redheaded. I called my agents. I was like, you want me to go out for this? What the fuck? I was like, this is such a bad idea. They were like, oh, we thought you thought maybe you'd think it's funny. It's like, you're fired. You're absolutely fired. It's so that's so fucked up. Like, but I got sent roles for years.
But you ended up auditioning for it, right?
I got the part. I did. Coming out in March. But I want to hear you guys' experience.
Me Too,
on
the
this.
movie.
Yeah, me Too, the movie. I used to get parts. Auditions for me used to be like not get parts, get auditions for like it would always be like me, Ian Edwards, and like a blind kid. It was always like I was always thrown into this like they don't know what to. The redheaded guy was never. It's always been that way for us. They're like, you're weird looking. We don't know where to place you. Like I've said this before. No one ever wrote a script that's like the handsome boyfriend walked in with flowing red hair. No one's ever done that. It's always like, you know, the redhead put his penis in the thing and everybody laughed, you know? I used to get sent the fucking worst. Did you ever get those when you're like, what do they think of me?
I used to go out often for roles where the description was could be female or male.
We'll take anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Similar to you. Like I'm not like they don't write like the beautiful girl is like 5 foot, half Jewish, half regular. Like that's not really the thing.
A few people caught the half regular part. Yeah. They do. Yeah, they do though. They do. You don't think you're an archetype?
I didn't really audition that much. I'll just say that.
Ooh, offers. Ooh, offer
no,
only.
no, I meant that in a bad way.
They just give it to
no,
me.
No. I meant it in a bad way. Like there's not a lot for me.
But you're on a wonderful show right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And Ronnie, were you put out for bullshit? Did you have to go out with a lot of stupid stuff?
This is too sincere for this podcast, but I
No,
don't any audition, I just do it because I feel like I need to practice.
That's
That's
cool.
smart.
So anything that's BS or whatever, I just do it anyway. Oh, so one thing, I don't even know if I can talk about this.
You talk about anything.
Okay. So I'll try not to say names so that we all don't get so I don't get sued.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a movie that involved a big dog, and in the movie, the main antagonist is a genetic CEO, genetic scientist of like this huge company, and he's trying to solve the food shortage. And his thing was like he's growing corn, he's growing like sheep, and it's all getting fucked up. Like the sheep have 2 heads instead of being bigger.
Right.
They're like, oh, now we have more mouths to feed, and and he keeps fucking up. And then suddenly this big dog appears, and he doesn't know how this dog appears, and he goes like, yo, this dog is huge. And then I had to go out for this role. And I was like, guys, I'm going to do it because I need to practice, but I cannot do this role where an Asian guy is seen looking at a big dog as food. That's... I know it wasn't written like that, and they were trying to do an open casting, but just by the quirk of society and culture and just the way things worked, I was like, if I get offered it, I can't do it. I'm gonna do it for practice, but
yeah, you
I
don't
cannot be seen as the Asian dude trying to eat a big dog.
Yeah. Do you know I played the part of the dog? I did that role.
Oh, you did?
That was
Oh,
me.
you did it?
Yeah, that was me. I was the big red
Are
dog.
you being serious? I can't tell.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
He beat me for the role.
Right.
How sad that face was. He beat me for the role, and it really fucked me up. Speaking of dogs, here, let me give you this one. Would you rather kill 10 people or 1 puppy?
10 people.
So fast.
Why did you go straight to this one after the dog thing?
Well, that's why. It was a good segue.
Good segue?
Would you rather kill 10 people or a puppy?
Oh, fuck.
10 people, dude. You're gonna kill 10 people. You didn't think about it.
I can't kill a puppy. That's like the stuff Hitler did.
Esther. Hitler killed humans. How do you not know this?
Are you really going to kill a puppy?
10 humans? Think of how nice and sweet this girl was. Do you remember how cool she's been the whole fucking time? You have to kill her. You're going to kill her?
No, I physically...
Look at her. Look at her right now. No, look at her. You're going to kill her.
I don't want to look at my victim.
Yeah. What's that? She wants... Yeah, you have to make eye contact while you do it.
That's a weird request. You have to make eye contact away from me or get off before you kill me. You gotta kill me immediately after I come. Not 1 second of shame I want.
Esther, you would seriously quickly kill 10 human beings?
Oh my God, what is this show?
It's fun.
I'm trying to get canceled here.
What can you... I want to hear you guys talk about killing a puppy.
I cannot, as I said before, as an Asian guy, I cannot be seen harming dogs because it's terrible for stereotypes.
Right.
So because of that, I'm gonna have to kill this puppy but not eat it. Is what's gonna happen. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to waste food in this instance.
Yeah. That's a bummer. You could always give it to somebody else.
Yeah. I guess
Family and friends.
Yeah.
I would kill a puppy. I hate to say that. I would kill a puppy. Here's why. Because there are certain breeds that I'm like, ugh, get rid of it, Stop it. You've seen some dogs where you're like, ugh, fuck, oh, gross.
Yeah, some of these are mistakes.
Yeah, some of them, they
Some of these
they
women,
overbred when they're
yeah.
like, like my dog is a mutt. She's like 50,000 things, and we got her tested, and they send you back like all the things she is.
You 23 to meet your dog?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
that's
I did.
awesome.
Yeah.
I did that
Yeah.
too.
You see that I'm a white guy, right? I do all the
Damn.
things.
You guys,
I live in the suburbs, man.
you guys are
What
bored.
can we do today? Let's get your DNA done. Then we bought candles. No, fucking. Yeah, it's a mutt, but they say like they're healthier when they're tons of breeds, right? But then you see some that are too many, and you're like they just went too far. They did the thing, the role that you were going to play. They went too far. The scientists, they did too much.
Yeah,
They did the
did too
fucking.
much.
They went over the deep end, you know. So I think I would unfortunately have to kill a puppy.
What if it was your own puppy though? You couldn't kill your own baby.
Well, okay, then to make that comparison, then we would say you'd have to kill your own dog or 10 of your own family members.
That still is easy.
How about this? Kill your dog, kill your husband.
Well, I don't have a husband. So.
Stop it. Kill your dog, kill the person that you're in love with.
Wow.
You guys,
Kill the
no,
dog.
that's not them.
my dog is my child.
So kill your kid, kill your lover.
Statistically, I'm more likely to kill my lover, so I'll just go with the statistics.
Go with math. That sounds right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you kill your wife or kill your dog?
Get dog for sure. You kidding me?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, I said dog from the puppy. I was already in with the dog already. Yeah, like trying to make it further, like nothing, dog
no.
or whatever. I still kill the dog.
Still kill
Yeah.
the dog.
Even if there was no other option, I still kill the dog. Right? How about that? Yeah.
I would kill
Yeah.
both and run away and start a new life. Let's get in. Would you guys rather eat glass for every meal or concrete?
What the?
I'll go with glass because I've seen people do it, so I think it's okay.
That's what I said. That's what I think.
Yeah, concrete just feels very
But my
heavy.
friend Joe said.
Also, I'm keto right now. I don't know if concrete. Yeah. Well,
no, keto is on it. Keto is on it. Concrete is on the keto diet. You can have it.
Okay, but glass just feels lighter. Like concrete feels very heavy.
You feel like it's not going to weigh you down during the day.
Yeah.
You're still going to be able to go take it, like exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, this glass filled me up.
Yeah.
What would you do, Esther? Concrete?
I was having a nice day before this. I guess glass seems like it'll go down smoother. So glass. You?
You think so?
Do you not? Did you did you test this?
I did. I ate both this morning. Concrete is delicious. I have to tell you.
Concrete is really
Maybe
huge.
it's Canadian concrete. It was so good. It's
Which
all
one-
that construction up there. I just kept eating it.
What gives you more ghost farts, glass or concrete?
Neither.
All right.
Food usually. Yeah, those things just settle really well. But I shit a building this morning. They're building it right up the street. That is my last. I promise that's my last
Thank
one.
God.
Okay, no more of those. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry that was so hard for you guys to do, and so arduous. I wanna poke around at a few things. We'll get to you later, Esther.
Uh-oh.
I want to ask you genuinely: was the Daily Show something that you like really like strive to do, or was because a lot of people get the show and it's not like the thing that they were striving to do, but it just kind of that happened. You know what I mean? They're like,
Name some names.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Who the fuck didn't want it?
I think you know.
We both know.
Um,
So I didn't aspire to it specifically in the sense of everything I had a chance.
Yeah.
But I did watch it in college, just like everyone did when the internet first came out in 2005. When videos started being a thing on the internet more, right?
Yeah.
And YouTube was YouTube came out in 2005, and clips were being shared more of the Daily Show, and that's how we used to get it.
Yeah.
Or, bootleg on YouTube, and be like, oh, this is really amazing. And we always, if you're a comedian, you kind of like aspire to that kind of show with that kind of pedigree. But the only reason I wasn't specific about it was because I never thought I had the shot anyway, and I wasn't in America, and forget the whole Asian thing already, but the whole why would they have a non-American on this thing, So I never really aspired to it. But when they hired me, I was like, fuck yeah, I totally bought into it, and I'm
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah. So no, but not because I didn't respect or love it, but only because I thought I had no chance, so it wasn't anything I realistically
it's incredible to think that like we do that often. Comics do that. You're like, oh, there's no way I'll be able to get that thing, and then sometimes you get things, and you're like, oh, why did I just throw myself into the fire for no reason?
True.
Have some confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Esther often makes jokes, is why I love you, that are self-deprecatory. But like, truth be told, you are a pretty girl, and you are a wonderful person. So you know, yeah, like you're casting a fucking very big, will be a big show in my
We'll
personal
see. Thank
opinion, with super big names, talented
Yeah.
people, right? Like,
Yeah.
did you have that same fucking comedian notion where you're like, there's no way they're gonna give me this thing?
A little bit. I mean, when I first read the role and saw that it was another half Jewish loser desperate to fit in, I was like, I got this. But based on the other cast members, Kat Dennings, Brenda Song, Shay Mitchell, like they're all such superstars, I was like, I don't fit in here.
It's
for
it's
sure.
wild. Are you fourth on the call sheet?
Yes.
Yeah.
As I should.
Do you guys know what that means? Yeah, she's below those people. In so many ways. And
I'm very comfortable below them.
God, I wonder how much more they get paid than you. Do you know what I mean? How could you casually do that? Brenda, you're eating lunch. You're like, oh, God, this is such a good job and we get paid so well. What do you get paid?
No, I actually know.
Did you ask?
No.
Esther.
Guys,
Esther.
no. Everything's fine.
Ronnie, when you graduated university,
I get paid a lot. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What? Yeah.
looks like everyone's got money up here. Except for me. I do need these tickets, so thank you for buying them. That's very nice. No, when you graduated, did you want to stay in Australia, or was it the goal was to end up going to the States?
When I graduated, I started doing comedy immediately. I couldn't get a job, so I was just doing comedy in Australia.
Yeah.
And then I was doing comedy in Australia for about 10 years, and then I wanted to come to America.
So the goal was always to get to the States.
Kind of, but not when I started. Just halfway through, it's kind of like, I should probably try to go to America. All my comedy heroes from America, there's real creative energy there. It's a bigger market. They seem to be making things at a higher level there. So
Right.
I really want to come. And I was going to move to America anyway without anything. And now I laugh at the idea of that I was going to do that because it would have been so hard. Like even with the show, it's hard. Like comedy's hard, man. Comedy's hard to break into.
Yeah.
It's hard to do stuff. So without something like The Daily Show that really let me, got my foot in the door with people just so I could at least have a chance to prove myself.
Right.
That without that it would be a long slog because. The comedy hierarchy. In America, they don't care what you did outside America. It means zero.
Yeah.
They don't know. You could be Eddie Izzard. They don't care.
It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
There's the weird subsects of comedy. Like Russell Peters is so famous here, right? He is extremely famous. I mean, he sells out fucking arenas around the world.
Worldwide, yeah.
Yeah, around the world.
Yeah.
But in the States, it's just not the same thing.
Sure.
Not to say that he's not famous, but it's just not.
Yeah, it's not the same,
It's
yeah.
not the same. It's a weird because here he sold out the Air Canada Center or what? Right? Didn't he? Is that what it was? Wow! And multiple times. Fucking arena.
I mean, I don't know how to say this without sounding insulting, but do white people go watch him too? Do you guys? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, whoa. Just it was a genuine question.
Put down your tiki torches.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
happy.
Get the Asian!
Well,
You can't ask us that stuff.
I'm happy that that's the case.
But you're
'cause
right.
that's-
You're right. It is. Who's mostly your fan base? When people come out to shows, who do you think is
I
your
don't
fan
know. A
base?
bunch of people. Like I think my fans are too much like me. Like we don't care about each other.
Do you think you have a lot of diversity in your fans?
No, if by eyeballing without any hard analytics on this, the city needs to have a large Asian population for me to do great. But when I do my shows, it's like 30% Asians in a good way.
Right.
I like that. I don't
As if it would be
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, meaning like I like to play. I don't want to just perform for one type of crowd.
You can just say white people. You can say white people.
No, I don't want to just perform for Asians either. I don't want to perform for any
Right.
one group. I don't want to be just like one group. I hope that it can translate to.
And is it
everybody.
men and women?
Yeah, I think so. I think men and women. And
Are you
everything in between.
what are you? Are you mostly women?
My audience is all short girls and pedophiles. They fit together so well.
Can I be honest with you? There is one here. There's a couple of pedos in the audience that I've. You know who you are.
Wait, why do you know that? Okay, cool.
Because we're on the same list. We have to register together. No, but this is something very relevant because the other day we were walking the streets together. Esther and I walked fucking 8 miles. 8 fucking miles. We went to the, what was it called? The Kensington Market?
Yeah.
Market?
That's very un-American and very un-Los Angeles.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
We feel
was
that's why
awesome.
we're bragging about it.
Yeah, I know.
In
My
New
hip
York, you walk like
hurts.
30 miles a day.
Dude,
we're like,
we
we
walk
walked
like-
8 miles.
Also in LA, it's like I love how they have to. Like, it's so American. Like you have to get when you get an Uber or Lyft, it's door to door.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's a traffic jam in that last block that you could just walk in 10 seconds. You fucking get me from the door and you drop me off at the fucking door.
That's
And then
right.
I'm like, yeah.
That's
even,
right.
Even the drivers won't let you get. I'm like, yo, can you just pull up here? I'll walk 1 block. And they're like, no.
No.
I'm going to drive you through this traffic jam.
Well, some
for-
people like to finish what they started,
Yeah,
Ronnie.
well.
Okay, that's just, you just want to go all the way.
I'm sorry, you're saying that you walked 8 miles.
We walked 8 miles, and Esther, that someone had, like a fan had said hi to me. A fan had said hi to her. And at some point she goes, our fans are very, very different. And I was like, yes, they are. Because my fans are like, bro, Santino, what up? And then her fan is like a very meek little girl who scampered across the street and was like, oh my God, I'm such a fan of you. Esther, you mean the world to me.
And you right now in this very podcast, we brought both of them in the same room together.
That's exactly right.
They're here somewhere.
That's exactly. They're right. They're sitting right next to the pedophile.
bros and the girls.
The bros and the. I don't think I have. I just have some bros. I don't have all bros. This is a very mixed, fun crowd of human beings that came out to see the show. I mean, but sometimes you do.
Love credits left on that. Yeah.
A lot of credits left, baby.
Credits left, baby. Gotta spend these credits. Credits are gonna spend themselves. Woo! Credits.
Hey, I gotta tell you, there was a podcast in here before, and they had 12 people, so we fucked them up. Okay, how about that?
Oh shit.
12
Really?
people. Yeah.
What podcast? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I don't know. It was an in conversation, and I don't
With
know.
Ronny Chieng. All right.
It was Ronny Chieng. That was your show. That's
That
right.
was my
It was your
show,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but you can't. Somebody told me this. You can't pick your fans. So it's like you don't want all the fans. You want the right fans.
I believe that.
Yeah, that matters, right? Because sometimes people have all the fans, and it's you can't really control who gloms onto you. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful.
And I also feel like in pursuit of all the fans, you're gonna make a lot of garbage. I think.
Yeah.
Or at least you're gonna make stuff that isn't authentic. If you're trying to pursue all the fans, if you're trying to get all the fans, not
Right.
just the right fans. I think you're gonna
If there,
just make
if there's
stuff.
if there's one, is there one comedian that you can think of that has like the right group of fans that it like worked out, where they like cultivated it the right way?
Oh, 100. Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do you?
Everyone like very clearly. Joe Rogan clearly has his own.
Yeah, but he has all the fans.
Well, not all. No, I think he's a large group.
It's a lot.
Large group, but it's very.
Because I open
they
arenas
all,
for him.
They all look
and
like him.
A lot of them do look like him. Yeah. And it's a requirement when you go to the shows.
You got to get the tats and.
Yeah,
Yo, I
they
started.
tat you up.
When you do a live podcast, there's a tattoo artist going.
Can you not do that right now? We're podcasting.
I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu last November.
Did you really?
Yeah, and everyone is like Joe Rogan.
It
So,
is. I mean, it is
and
his thing. Yeah.
And I love what he does. I'm just saying that's a guy who,
He's the embodiment of that. Yeah, a lot of comics have started to get into martial arts. You, Esther, big mixed martial artist. I don't know if you guys know, her ground game is fucking absurd. Would you ever do anything like that?
I don't know. I'm so lazy though. It's hard to exercise.
You're not that lazy.
I like walking. I love to walk.
We walked.
And that's to me a workout. And some people say that's not a workout. And
Have you ever owned a gym membership?
Oh, I've never owned a gym. What? That's something you rent, a gym membership. You don't buy those outright, but
For those listening at home, Andrew is extremely pissed off right now.
Yeah.
His face, he's
I used
mixture of disappointed and
They
angry.
can feel it.
I used to work at Equinox, and I would work out at Equinox when I worked there.
You did? When did you work? In LA?
Yeah, and the one in West Hollywood.
You did?
Yeah,
That's
back
the most
in the day.
obnoxious one.
It's horrible. Yeah, it was.
Do you guys
Wow.
know? Do you guys know what that is? Do you guys have Equinox up here?
Ugh.
You do? You don't? Some of you say no.
That's
Equinox
one.
is an extremely. What's
That's,
that?
That's one.
What is Yorkville? Oh, is that a town close? Oh, Ritchie area. Ooh, what a Canadian, a nice way to say wealthy people. A Ritchie area. Are you a Ritchie? Yeah. For those that don't know, it's a very high-end gym. It's I think the membership's like
To 175, I think, or something. a
minimum,
month.
right? And it goes up from there, doesn't it? Because I feel like other ones are in the 200 and something.
Yeah. If you
Wait, a
want
week? That's
access
easy.
to all of them, it's like $250.
Ronnie, put away your wallet. What does an average
just
gym
buy one
membership
right
cost
now.
here? What would it cost here? $40. Right. Okay. You have some for
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah,
What are
but
the- what
those
are-
give
what
you
are those?
tetanus, right? Those gyms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you get what you pay for. $10 a month in a gym, you're gonna walk out with every single staph infection and
Yeah.
tetanus.
You have to
and-
bring your own weights.
Yep. Yeah.
What is the gym that's $10? What is it really called? Is there one? What is it called?
We have those.
Fit for Less. Yes.
Ooh.
Appropriate title. They're what? They're inside of grocery stores.
Are you
That's
serious?
Just rude.
Wow.
That
It
is
is.
so
It's the
rude.
Costco of working out. That's amazing. $10 a month.
Yeah, that seems
my
like
God.
obnoxiously cheap for some reason. There's no way they're profiting off that. What's that? It's not a bad gym. You go.
Get him!
Is it clean? It's okay. It's okay. Get the fuck out and shower. Oh Jesus! All right.
Decontaminate.
No, go home, run home, and fucking set yourself on fire.
Wow.
Oh, you got it, yeah. Jesus.
This guy goes to this gym.
I know, but he's
He's gonna leave
saying
here and
this.
just be like, those guys are assholes.
No, but good for you for going to the gym, man. And $10 a month, like it's so little that you would just keep it forever. You wouldn't need to cancel it.
Right.
It's just,
So you would buy the membership.
Oh, come on. That's renting.
Do you stop it? Do you like? I've just realized this recently. My credit card sent me a. My credit card sent me one of these things. If you ever had this, they tell you all the things that you're getting monthly subscriptions to. Have you ever had that? And they say what you're not using anymore. It will fuck you up. You will. I was grossed out about how many things I was
Wow.
just subscribed because I was thinking about like $10 a month. Like when you do something so little, sometimes like Apple, these pieces of shit human beings
that you love, and
I
continue
can't get
to
away
use.
from them, dude. I can't. But they're like, you want more space? $2.99, and you're like, whatever, and you just don't think about it. But my credit card had 15 monthly payment things that I just didn't even think about. Like so many things.
Well, part of that is also we live in the rental era where we
World,
just rent stuff, so it's not all bad. Like, I mean, what the fuck were you?
I mean,
subscribed to?
it was like Hulu. It was like average stuff like Hulu, the phone. Pornhub Premium, too easy.
Wait, you pay for Pornhub? The fuck?
I'm the one. Who does? Raise your hand if you've ever paid for pornography. Be very honest. Be very honest. Please. Someone has. Sir, you have.
On
Thank
the
you
internet, though. On the internet.
You have. And why did you pay when it is free? It was not.
It was not worth it.
Can we talk to the woman next to you?
Is that someone that's with you? Yes. What is your relationship? Over? What is your relationship? We're dating.
cool,
Okay.
okay.
Are you aware of this, or is this new news to you?
Oh shit!
Did you hear like
guys.
the
Yes.
cadence was perfect? She goes, "This is my first time hearing about it."
Yes.
I
If that
am
was
not
in
happy. I am
sure
not
we know
happy.
Oscar for that for sure.
We
yeah.
will chat on the way home.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, leave them alone, man. I know what that energy
sorry,
is.
ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. Is
Yeah,
what you meant to
both,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, both of you
And
guys.
then,
That's you're done. That's it. Is anybody single? There are 2 new single people in the audience.
Yeah.
But no, I just end up paying for so much stupid stuff that and then the credit card company does this, so they want you to go through and stop paying for shit that you don't need anymore. And I was like, that's a really cool thing to do.
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
corporations doing a nice thing for
Yeah.
you, saving money.
For the first time ever, because usually they're just like,
Yeah.
fuck him, he's paying, who cares? You
They'll
know what I
actually
mean?
make you subscribe to more. What
Yeah.
what credit card is it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, American Express Platinum.
Come on,
Platinum.
It's a nice
black,
one.
Black
It's a
card.
good benefit. It gets me into those sex dungeon clubs that I've seen you at, actually. Have you ever been invited to one of those creepy Hollywood things that like is only like talked about, and then you actually go and you're like, oh my god, this happens?
No, I'm
Never?
super square, man. I'm like the squarest dude. I've done weed like twice in my life.
You smoked it. What do you mean?
Whatever. Yeah. So I did it clearly. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done it twice.
I have weed. What are you gonna do with it? I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
I grew up in Singapore, man. What's super like? There's
Oh, you go to prison for weed in Singapore?
no, you get put to death.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's capital.
What?
Yeah, it's capital
Capital punishment for any drugs, right?
Any drug above a certain amount, and it's not a lot. It's like I'm talking ounces. You get you go to jail for sure, but then if it's above a certain amount, you get put to death.
Wow.
If you have a gun, you get put to death. If you have bullets, you get put to death. If you're dead, they put you to death. Yeah,
They bring you back to life and put you to death?
yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
It's capital punishment for dying.
You just wake up, you're like, oh my God. They're like, goodbye. No.
Yeah.
That's really wild. So that
Yeah.
was a big influence in your life of like...
Yeah, we just did in high school. I don't know what Euphoria. You watch that
Yeah.
TV show?
Yeah.
On HBO, Euphoria
yeah,
scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are these kids doing now? It's like the most dramatic shit. Anyway, so my child was like, "What? We would no. There's none of that stuff."
What about booze?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe my dad gave me a beer when I was 12 once, and then I had one sip. I was like, this tastes like shit, and I didn't drink for like until I was 25. Yeah,
He gave you a shit beer?
I think he did. Yeah,
Yeah. He's like, it tastes like shit. He's like, I pooped in there. I pooped in that can. Dad,
Dude,
weird
what a-
move.
Yeah,
What? So
yeah.
now,
So no drugs. Yeah.
never ever. Wow, that's wild. The capital punishment thing is just fucking
Sure.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Kill for a little bit of drugs.
Yeah,
But-
if you go to Singapore, which I think you will, you have the face of someone who's gonna do some shows there soon. Yeah.
Can you see this face on a poster in the
Yeah,
street?
yeah. I feel like you're gonna go to Southeast Asia and do some run of shows. Esther, maybe. I'm not sure, but
Do you have
for
a,
sure.
do you have a derogatory term for like for white?
Of course.
For what is it? What would you
No,
call
I'm not
me?
gonna tell you. but
Please,
no, I
please.
can't get canceled on this thing.
Okay,
but
okay,
anyway,
okay, you're right.
So, but you're gonna go, and when you go, just make sure you don't get
Don't do
involved
any of
in
that stuff.
Don't do that. It's not worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I sound like a goddamn
You're my dad.
Ronald Reagan anti-drug guy.
Ronnie Reagan,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. I was actually named after him.
Shut up. Were
yeah,
you really?
yeah. My parents named me after Ronald Reagan. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you named after something, Esther?
My dead grandma. It's a Jewish thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Let me just move right off of that.
yeah.
And, it's a dead. You're dead. It's a Jewish thing to name you always after your grandmother.
No, you're in the Jewish
Someone's
tradition. You
nodding.
name the baby after someone who died. This makes sense, right?
Raise your hand if you're Jewish. Is anybody Jewish? Is this very frequent, sir?
Is there
Wow.
any Jewish people named Jesus? Yeah, but he died and is another. Yeah.
So there should be somebody else to take this place, right?
Yeah,
One
yeah,
in,
yeah,
one
yeah,
out type of
yeah.
thing. You know, we talked. Esther and I talked pretty heavily for the Jewish people in the room. The one thing,
This guy's
the
like,
one thing that we were
Jesus.
talking about that I loved was
Oh,
we
yeah.
said, as I grew up as a fucking Catholic weirdo, and we would look at the dead. So if you've been to an open casket, it's fucking gross. I refuse to go to a lot of funerals, and I got a lot of flack from my family because I'm like, I'm not looking at a dead person. That's the weird. I want to remember them happy. And she was like, in Jewish for
We
funerals, you don't
fucking do that.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I love that shit. Yeah, Jews, good go. That's very smart. I don't know why we want to look at them. It's the weirdest fucking thing to walk up. What do you even say? You know, it's like, it's so uncomfortable. And and I didn't cry. The first time I went to an open casket, I didn't cry. And a family member, my aunt, was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, are you not? Why are you not getting emotional?" I'm like, I didn't really even like her that much. You know, it's like she was mean to me. She hit me with spoons. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't like looking at. I was like, that's hooray for the afterlife. Do you have something where do you guys look at the dead?
Yeah.
You do. You
But
will
it's
look
not
at
like
the body.
mandatory, but it's there. And then the wake, as far as Chinese Singaporeans go, the wake, which is very Chinese, but not like it's slightly different.
Yeah.
But the wake will be like, I think it's like 3 days and nights. Someone has to be there, day and night.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
24
someone-
hours?
Yeah, someone takes a night shift.
Out of
and all that.
is it like respect for the dead
it's a
type of thing?
respect thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So the wake will be someone will take the night shift, or if you're hardcore, you just go the whole way. You know. And then
That's
there's-
really awesome.
Sit around and sit around and like semi-relaxed. Like there's food and drinks. You don't have to all be like.
But it's a respectful tradition.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking wonderful. My buddy died and they had Jimmy John's at his funeral, and I was like, this is kind of tight. I'm not gonna lie. This is very cool.
Did he die of a heart attack? Or,
He worked at Jimmy John's. That's why they did that. Yeah. Okay, we don't have a ton of time left, which
Thank-
kind of sucks.
thank God.
I know.
Trying to get off this so I can't fire.
Yeah. But here's what I like to do at the end of these because I know we had to go quick, and we couldn't. I shouldn't make fun of the venue, but we're not allowed to have any of this. I couldn't pour any for myself for any of the whiskey listeners. It's illegal. Yeah, they can't, and I don't want to.
What?
I'm
Does
not a
anybody here have RSA license? Does the responsible service?
Yeah, no.
Smart Serve. Does anyone have the
It's
license?
Smart
Can
Serve.
pour this? Yeah, that guy can pour it. It's the same guy who buys porn. Oh no, sorry, someone else. Sorry.
That's the guy. That's the guy behind him. But I bet you that guy buys porn too. Have you ever bought porn, sir?
That's a yeah.
From
We
downtown.
all pay for it in one way or another, right?
I mean, relationships have shattered. Okay, so we have a couple of minutes. So I just want to do this. Raise your hand. politely, if you want to ask a question to any of the panelists here, if you want to say something, we'll answer it. Don't yell out over people. It's rude. Okay, go ahead. What do you got? Justin Trudeau. What is our opinion of him? Go.
He's hot.
Hot.
But he's a little too hot for me. So like, I know there's controversy and stuff, but that'll take him down a few notches. And then maybe like after a divorce, I think we'll be ready for each other.
Ronnie's ready to rap. His hat sideways and he's ready to he's going to flow. Does anybody want to hear him flow? What do you think about Justin Trudeau? Fast. What do you think?
The fast, I don't think I'm not Canadian. I don't have a right to comment on this. I'm only going to say it because someone asked me about it. You're asking about it. I think he's probably the most, he seems like a good guy by politician standards. He's probably the most, progressive leader in the history of Canada. So if you're down with that, I mean, now we're just trying to decide like how progressive do you have to be in order to do blackface, right? Is that what we're trying to, like how much progress do you have to make in order to do, and how many blackfaces you can do?
How many black friends did he have?
Which normally would be a hypothetical, but in this weird case, it's actually a real world thing you have to weigh up.
Yeah, it is.
How much inclusion and and liberal values do you have to fight for and actually achieve legislatively in order to do blackface? Like, that's a question.
Which is a class they teach here at Toronto University.
Yeah.
Who else? Yeah. Yes, right there. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. That's a really tough question. Like, are you doing a special? Are you doing a special?
We're both shooting them in the next few weeks. Yeah.
For Comedy Central.
Mine's for Comedy Central.
I'm shooting a Netflix special on Friday in Los Angeles. So if anyone wants to come down,
where at?
please. Alex Theater in Glendale.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
That's awesome. That's fucking gonna be great.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're a very good comedian, and Esther, you're gonna do one. I love you. I don't really know, to be honest with you. In like, I'm just kind of taking my time and doing my thing. I'm working with someone on making one our own way. And if you connect the dots, I think you know who it is. So, if you know me, you'll know who I'm doing one with.
Shane Gillis.
That's right.
Yeah, welcome.
That's right. I'm a Mad TV guy. What do you say? Yeah, me and Bobby. I know people want to know. We're working on it. We are working on it. It's really difficult because he's unbelievably lazy. It's very sad. He's very sad. He's video gaming right now, I'm sure, 24 hours a day. But we're working on it, I promise. Do you have a name suggestion for us? Because red and yellow is not going to work for him. Somebody named it red and yellow, and it caught fire, and the internet was like, it's awesome. And I was like, you don't like this, right, Bobby? He was like, it's racist. I was like, yeah. For Bobby to say that is very funny. You think about it. You send us some names. Who else? In the back, top up there. Is there a specific city for
a comic?
Yeah.
Yo, what's an easy city I can tour in and just fucking crush it in? Where people, they're really nice and
I don't really want to like work at it.
I know the answer. It's in Bloomington, Indiana. Is like the Comedy Attic is the best comedy club because they train, like the audiences are so well behaved and they take their phones away, so it's really, really good.
There's a lot of really good ones in America. The kind of the top one, Denver Comedy Works downtown. A lot of people say Comedy Attic. A lot of people say Comedy on State. There's a pretty good amount of them. They tend to be in the Midwest, oddly enough. I don't know
I'll tell you where it's not.
Yeah, that's the easier question.
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
that place.
Tough crowds.
It sucks.
Yeah, toff crowds.
Really?
tough crowds
The
for
only
some
place
reason.
in America I had to throw someone out. Yeah.
Where else did I do? I had a interesting time in San Antonio. Do you guys know what San Antonio is? If you don't know what it is, it's
just fucking American.
Well, I don't know.
It's so American.
Well, okay. How much do you know about Winnipeg?
I know it's a place.
I mean, do they know anything about San Antonio?
Yeah, that's not what you said, though. You said, do you know what that is?
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right,
Dude.
Ronnie.
It's got Americans.
Hey, we're better than everybody. San Antonio was an interesting group of people. They were mean. They were very mean. Okay, one or two more, because then I know we got a jet. Okay, you right there in the middle, and then okay,
Damn,
you
Andrew,
first.
you got some serious fans here, man. They
Yeah.
follow you and everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Why?
And they're gonna kill us after the show. Why? That's very good. Thanks for being on the show, Ronnie. What do you got, my friend?
This guy's not serious about the question already.
We got best piece of advice I'd give to a new stand-up? I think there's a lot of convoluted answers, and the best one is write a lot and work hard and just keep getting up. I mean, there's no secret. We all have extremely different paths. There's no answer. There really isn't. It's like, are you writing a lot of jokes and you getting up a ton? That's the only thing that you can do, literally, that you can't. And also, don't say racial epithets. That'll help
If you
out.
can, yeah.
If you can try your best.
try it.
But yeah, work hard. Just get up as much as you can. You know what I mean? And maybe one more piece is don't focus on what other people are doing. It's a big deterrent at the beginning of your career. You're like, why is that person got that thing? Why do they get to do that? Just don't worry about it. Just fucking work super hard. You're a young comic? Yeah. I don't mean age. I mean in comedy. Yeah. That's how we talk about you. How old are you as a man? What's that? 36. Yeah, man. Got to start. Dude, so what? Fucking Dangerfield. People recognize him in his 50s. You know what I mean? Like, that became kind of the blossoming part for him. I don't think that's going to happen to you, but I do think it could happen. All right, one or two more. One more. Who's got one more? Okay, how about that guy? That guy, you go. Yeah, you're the guy. What's the highest I've ever been? He only did it twice.
I done weed twice. I done
weed
heroin once. Yeah.
What's the highest? Oddly enough, they don't have punishment for that there. Yeah,
heroin is fine. Yeah, weirdly enough.
The horse is fine, baby. The highest I've ever been. It's. We've all been to that point when you get too stoned and you're checking your heart rate, looking in the mirror, like I got to get out of here. And at some point you realize you're going to be okay. You know what I mean? That's we've all had those. Where was it? My mom at my parents' house. Yeah. I got so high at my fucking parents' house. It was so unfortunate. I stayed there. I'd lock the door. My mom was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay in there?" I was like, "I'm so sick." It's like the things you think of.
I hate to be that guy, but can we get one question from like a woman or something?
Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
No, another one.
Yeah, you've had enough.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. Go for it. Yeah.
Nature of podcasting is very intimate. Do you ever meet fans that maybe think that they know?
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Listen to you. How do you navigate that?
Watch this. How many people in here are my best friend? See them? They're all right there. Yeah. That guy is, that girl is, that guy is.
I think so, but that's the whole point of podcasts.
Yeah, we actually
trick people
enjoy
into
it.
thinking they have an emotional connection so they come buy tickets. That's really what it is.
Yeah, it's to emotionally manipulate them.
Yeah.
And
that's the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really give them nothing in return.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's really wonderful. Yeah, no, I do love the connection. On a personal level, it's been like the coolest thing that's happened in my career, and I'm being very genuine about it. Stand-up is a fucking super hard grind, and TV is a super fucking hard grind. Like all that stuff is kind of like sometimes rewarding to a degree, and you're like, fuck, this is kind of hard. I don't really get to be me. Podcast, you get to be you, and when people kind of embrace it, I don't know, man. That's kind of the coolest part of comedy for me right now. So yeah, I know that wasn't funny. Say something funny, Ronnie. Say something funny.
Yeah. You all suck.
There it is. Yeah. I do highly appreciate you guys coming. I think that's so fucking cool that you did this. I want to thank my guests, Esther Povitsky, Ronny Chieng. They're the shit. Thanks. Thank you guys.
You guys are great.
That's it for us. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you.
We pour whiskey.
Oh, that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.